Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this space, we talk to entrepreneurs where they come and share their entrepreneurial journey with us. So today, I'm going to have a conversation with a creative entrepreneur, and he's going to talk more about it as he tells his story to us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Yeah. So hi.
Hi, Tracy.
How are you?
I'm good. Talk to me like you don't care.
Okay. So now, kindly introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Silas
Yeah.
Nyanchwani. I'm a journalist and I'm also a published author
Yeah.
with 3 books to my name.
Yeah.
I've worked as a journalist for the last 15 years and the last 2 years I've published 3 books and the 4th one is coming in a month's time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. So, how many books have you published so far?
I've published 3 books. I've published my novel, Sexorcised. It's a novel about divorce.
Yeah, wait. Before we continue, have you gone through divorce?
No, I've never been formally married. Yeah.
And what made you write the book?
It's the experience of men. I've written about men for the longest time. Like basically for the last 15 years, my specialty as a lifestyle journalist was to write about male issues, masculinity, and such. Yeah.
Okay. Now, that book brought a lot of debate on social media, where you said ladies from the poor background or middle India, they have more, what do you call? They said like much higher standards.
Standards.
Yeah, compared to these other ladies who have come from wealthy families. Your dating life, was it related to what you wrote, or was that an immense experience?
I think it's just from observation. The women I've dated, I think they come from very steady backgrounds. They are very sober and very decent people. But normally I write about basically, I go around town collecting stories from people. I can't say that I have like the most colorful life. My life story is not that interesting. So I'm always writing about other people's experiences. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me take you back. Where did you grow up? What kind of a child were you? Yeah.
So I was born in Nairobi.
Yes.
And then in Kibera. Then I grew up to around the age of around 7. Then I was taken to Kisii when my dad died. So I spent all my time in Kisii now schooling. Because once we were home, also my mom died. So I did my schooling there, my primary school and secondary school. Then I joined here at the University of Nairobi, right over here the fence. And then I did my BA in journalism and communication, rather in literature and communication. Then I went to the United States, Columbia University in New York. I did my MS in journalism. And I came back. So I've practiced as a journalist the last 15 years. And then now in 2020, at the onset of the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, I started writing books because I'd quit my writing job. Yeah. My newspaper writing job.
If you don't mind, why did you quit your job?
I think I was a bit burned down, and also I wanted to try something new. Maybe write books, go into filming, going to YouTube, try new models of telling stories, because I thought like newspapers are a bit old school. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you have 2 other books. Kindly tell us the books and what it's all about.
My second book, 50 Memos to Men, is a collection of essays dedicated to men and their style, their life and everything. And then my third book, Man About Town, is about my journalistic experiences, just a collection of stories from around Nairobi, clubbing, the nightlife, my dating life. I share all those in my new book.
Okay.
The
other book?
Now, the second volume of Memos is coming out in December. Yeah, it's just a continuation of, I had done the first 50 memos. Now I'm going into the second volume of Memos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what inspired you, or what drove you towards this writing and journalism path?
Initially, I wanted to be a doctor,
Okay.
but then I didn't get a straight A in high school.
Yeah.
So I had to settle for the second best thing. I would have been a teacher, but I think I naturally gravitated towards telling stories. I think I come from a family of storytellers. My uncles, my aunts, even my grandparents, they were very good storytellers. I'm not even half as good as they were. So I think it just comes with that.
A younger creative wants to become this great author. What are some of the things that they really need to know or to do before now they concentrate into that path?
First of all, is to know that writing does not pay as such unless you've really worked hard for it. So they should read a lot and practice a lot. When you are in the creative sector, it takes about what they normally call 10,000 hours for you to be good. So that's like translates to almost 10 years. But they have to be like 10 years of intense work, intense practice. Like, my first story was published in maybe 2007. And it took me almost 13 years before I could write a book. Like for me, I had to go become a journalist, make a name for myself before I could venture out, write books. So it needs a lot of patience. It needs a lot of discipline. And if possible, practice a lot and grow your social media. Because now you're both a creative and also a marketer. You have to market your own stuff. So most people especially creatives, are usually very introverted. Sometimes you can be introverted, but you can also be extroverted online. So try and grow your numbers online, because I primarily sell my stuff online. So without making noise online, I can't sell a book. So you can be very talented, but people don't know you. So you have to find a way that people can know you, that you can sell your work directly. So because now we no longer have like those traditional publishers who used to market for people, do all the work for you. Now I do everything for myself.
Have you ever thought of writing a book, then you make a movie out of your book?
I hope my novel is very cinematic. And I hope when I get the right funds and I get a very good director, we can work out a movie. I'm constantly writing for film. Yeah. And I hope really to transition into that, because that's the future of storytelling. Young people like you don't read books as such.
We do.
Yeah, some do. I'm not saying like not like even video, like telling stories through videos. Like it's a good thing. It's not like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's a medium that I really like. All that I've not now gotten there, but I hope to do maybe next year.
Okay. I have told her that you're a journalist by profession. Have you practiced journalism?
Yeah, I said I worked with the Nation Media and rather Standard Group as a staff writer. Initially, I freelanced, and my articles have been published by the Nation, Standard, People Daily, Millennium, the Millennium Post in New Delhi, some South African newspapers, and even abroad, blogs everywhere. I have a long, my portfolio is really, really huge. Yeah, I've been published everywhere.
Looking at your portfolio right now, what is that one thing that you can tell yourself?
I'm proud so far. Like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I've conquered the newspapers. Now my books are selling. Now next is to go into maybe film. And maybe write a play that can be staged here at the Kenya National Theatre. That would make me very proud if I did so. Yeah.
And maybe do you have plans to nurture younger creatives?
I do nurture people. I'm a teacher. That's something that I've not mentioned. I do teach at a university, a local university here. And I've mentored so many young people, and some of them are already published. Some are doing very well. Yeah. So I've nurtured. I'll keep on nurturing. It's something I like doing. Yeah.
All through your career, what is that highlight moment that you've ever had or experienced?
Living in New York, studying and working in New York as a student. It was a good experience. Yeah.
The best memory of a moment?
The best memory? I was supposed to shoot a documentary about the transgenders, and though it didn't fall through, but living with them in the street, and New York has a lot of homeless, homosexuals, and transgenders. So I wanted to focus on that aspect of homelessness and then that kind of lifestyle. So it was the first time I was seeing like someone was born a boy who wants to be a girl, or a girl wants to be. So it was interesting trying to see the world from their point of view. Yeah.
And now talking about that, the rainbow community, what's your view or what to say about them?
Maybe I'm a conservative Christian, but let them be. Everyone has, I have nothing against them. It's a free world. And as long as, let them be. Like, I have no problem with them, absolutely. Yeah, I try to keep my views to myself. And nobody should harm them because of their lifestyle or their choice, Yeah, I have no problem with them.
What is that one thing that keeps you going every day, keeps you writing every day?
My daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. I really want to do well for her. Yeah, she really inspires me. She's a beautiful ball of energy, very humane, very funny, very interesting. Yeah, so she keeps me going.
Have you written any book or anything for her?
I'm very poor at poetry, but I hope to dedicate at least one book that to her. The books I've done so far will not be so appropriate for her. Yeah. But I'll dedicate one for her very soon.
Okay. And what lessons have you learned so far as a journalist and an author?
Life is interesting if you want to make it interesting. Okay. Just choose what works for you, what gives you inner peace. Try to be in good books with your family, with your friends as much as possible. Learn to let go what you can't keep. And just be happy, stay happy, and keep off drugs and alcohol. Just be happy and just be responsible. You're responsible for yourself and to yourself. Okay. Yeah.
Why does publishing take time?
Yeah, because it's a process. You have to write a book, finish writing, go through editing. Editing alone has like 4 stages.
Okay. What do you mean by editing?
Once you've written the book, like it has to be edited for grammatical, typographical mistakes and all that. Then you have to proofread. English is not our language. Yeah. Sometimes I write in Ekegusi, then like I'm directly translating things from my head. So you need someone who's more qualified and competent to come and write and rather edit for you. Once you edit, there's also what we call proofreading. It has to be proofread to make sure that the book does not have any single mistake. From there, then there's the design. That takes time. After design, you have to check for another mistakes that might come as a result of designing. After that, then you have to... What else? Then you have now to go into publishing. It's normally a queue at the printer or at the publishing firm. So it's an entire process. Writing a book should take at least 1 year.
Okay. Hey, hapo nimeland for real. I didn't know it goes
it's
all
like filming. You go to the ground and you film. Yeah. Then you go to the editing room, you start editing, then you realize you don't have a scene, then you have to go back and shoot, Yeah. So it's the same. Like creative work takes a lot of effort and a lot of time.
Okay, currently, what do you do apart from now writing articles and stuff?
I'm a PR consultant, a communications and a PR consultant. Yeah.
Do you enjoy doing what you do?
Yeah, I enjoy. For me, one thing I like about my life is that I do what I wanted to do. Yeah, I write, I teach. Yeah. So that's what I always wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let me take you back. Growing in Kibra, then going to Kisii. Were you affected in any way moving from Kibra to Shag?
Of course, back then the world was very backward. Looking back almost 30 years ago. So when you come from Nairobi, even wearing shoes to school, when others are there barefoot, unaambiwa unajifanya, unaringa and all that. And also now to start walking to school barefooted, and I was attacked by jiggers. That was a whole new experience. I'm sure you don't know what jiggers are.
I know.
No, you don't know. So I was attacked by jiggers. That was like a life-changing moment for me. Yeah, but then I was able to move from my home village. I went to a boarding school, and then things got better.
Do you give back to the community?
Yes.
As an author, how do you do it?
I normally donate like my books on masculinity. I do donate if someone comes to me and tells me that they genuinely want to read the book but they don't have the money. I'll give them. And I also teach freely. I give free teaching lessons. Yeah, so I give in various ways, even to charities and all that. Anytime I'm called upon, I can donate my time, I can donate my money. Yeah.
Okay. Now, as we wrap up this video, what is that one message you're going to tell ladies? Message to ladies, girls.
To girls, I really want girls to love themselves, to believe in themselves. Nobody should tell them that they are any less of beings, and to not buy every kind of noise online. Sometimes I write a lot of nonsense that I notice that girls take too personal. They shouldn't do that. There's nothing worthy taking too personal. Whether online, just live your life. Just live your life. Believe in yourself. You are enough. Like sometimes I see girls, some have like low self-esteem when they're really good in what they do. Yeah, so nobody should tell them anything. Just believe in yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to fellow men.
To fellow men, it's a long conversation you're having with them. Also the same message. Believe in yourself. Do what is right. Keep off drugs. Keep off gambling. Keep off all manner of addictions if you can. And you owe yourself the good life that you want. So make the right decisions that will make life easier for you in old age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young authors.
Young authors, as I said earlier, read and practice, grow your social media. Yeah, read, write. Pick heroes that you admire. Read and study their works. But when you're writing, write from your own heart. Yeah, just work hard and believe in yourself, and everything you want, you can get. If you work hard for it and at it, you can get. And also have all the courage, be confident. Yeah.
Do you get emotional sometimes when you write your books?
Yeah. Sometimes emotions can take hold of you. Sometimes when you're occupying, let's say it's a fictional work that you're doing, maybe you want to kill a character that you so much like. It can really be an emotional thing. Yeah. Yeah, so it happens, but you really also have to be very impersonal so that you don't get carried away. Yeah, because there comes a time when you have to kill someone so for the story to move forward. So you are emotional but also impersonal. Okay.
In this era right now, we find like most men are going through depression and they end up committing suicide. Okay, depression is not something that us as Africans we have approached. Tunaona tu mtu akijua alipenda kujiua, ni ujinga tu ilimuua. What can you say about that?
It's unfortunate when people are depressed and it ends in suicide. But also it goes to show where the world is right now. We are very cold towards each other. We really tend not to accommodate people who are suffering one way or another. And you look around, the economy is not doing very well, and it can really frustrate people. And also even the aspect of family, we lost it. Family used to be like, you have your brothers, your cousins, your family that you could go to. But sometimes now living can be so isolating that before you know it, you don't even have someone to go back to. So we really have to be very intentional to reach out to everyone that we know who's not doing very well. Try to help them, be it financially, socially, whatever they're going through, and try and tell them that there's always a better tomorrow if they can still hang in there. However frustrating or however dark the times seem, one has to just believe and have that faith. We also need to rediscover God because we've also lost our faith in God. So we also have to rediscover God. But overall, everyone, if you're going through depression, the only idea is to try and reach out for help. Not everyone can help you, but the more people you reach out to, there are people who come who will stop whatever they're doing to try and help you to get by. Yeah.
Okay, and why do you think men are most affected by depression compared to ladies?
It's not like men, both genders are affected, only that now women somehow women tend to deal with it better because women are women tend to have a more communal sense approach to life. Like we have friends, you have people that you can reach out to, and women are emotional. They also express the emotions. For men, sometimes you really don't. If you have a problem, sometimes you really don't know how to open up. So that bottling up of anger, frustrations, and everything is what also leads to depression. So that's the challenge that men have, and we're trying to encourage men to start coming out and talk about these things. There's nothing to fear. Yeah.
Wow. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll meet in the next one.